Hello, YouTube. This is Keith Kevin Ken. No. This is not a pocket dump. This is a special YouTube video here on the Keith Kevin Ken show because I have just gotten a mail call and I am holding in my hands the new Spyderco Vrango. New Spyderco Vrango. I really like this. I just got it. I've just been playing with it only for 30 minutes, but I wanted to rush on YouTube so that I could upload it overnight and you guys can get a look at this in the morning. Oh man. So let's talk about the Vrango. I'm recording this in March 2016. This is one of the new Spyderco knives that was announced by Eric Glasser at SHOT Show. It's in the new catalog. It is the new Spyderco Vrango. Let's talk about what it's made up with. Let me give you my first impressions, and then we're going to set this side by side with some of the smaller Spydercos. This is a smaller knife. Sometimes, even though Eric Glasser held it, showed it, even though they tell you the dimensions, sometimes when you see it, you don't imagine that it's as small as it is. This is a pure gentleman's folder, but man, it has this wonderful utility to it because of the blade. So let's talk about it. Okay, full titanium. They did not get cheap on the materials for this knife. Let me tell you, full tie and this wonderful carbon fiber inlay on both the show side, well, both show sides, and the back side, the clip side. It is iodized, oh man, this satiny blue. And then they also iodized it with dark bluish black around the edges. You see that? It was a double kind of process. First, they did the blue, then they sent it back through the machine to do the edges. Oh man. Full tie backspace. Can you see it? Remember, this is taken off of a custom knife. This obviously is a production knife from Spyderco, not custom. But man, you cannot feel any grooves with that backspacer in between. The titanium backspacer then extends into a lanyard hole or a keyring hole or whatever right there. Man, it's really wonderful. It really feels nice. So smaller, you can see, even though I have those fat Michelin Man hands, it is a smaller blade, and you'll see just how small when I compare it to others. It's very familiar to me with another newer Spyderco, and you'll see that as well. Oh. Let's talk about that blade. The blade is just 2.5 inches, which makes it legal in almost everywhere in the United States. It's under that 3-inch problem that people have for some reason with knife blades. 2.5 inches. Oh man, look at that grind. I'll tell you, now I know why all the custom people love to look at the grind. I don't know if you can see it here. I turned down some of my lights because I wanted to get a little closer than usual. But, oh man, you can see the grinds on the flats as well as on the blade. And it has that recurve to it. Oh man. That slight recurve that lets you really catch things, cut them using that secondary blade kind of to hold it, to pull back. I love that. That is a Tanto blade. It's the Americanized Tanto blade. You know, Lum had an Americanized Tanto blade. You see Americanized Tanto blades on most knives. A couple of my Browse blades has that. It's just different than the Japanese Tanto. I'm sorry, Lum had the Japanese Tanto, but you see this kind of Americanized Tanto everywhere. Oh man. The blade is S30V steel. Did not skimp on the steel. So full tie S30V steel. It has this wonderful recurved blade that gives you, oh man, real control. No jimping. Again, this is a gentleman's folder, plain and simple. It's nice. The clip is reversible. You can only have tip down carry, left or right, because of the extended clip. You know, they just couldn't pull off the 4-way. Now, I'm going to say this briefly, and then I'm going to say it in the Kevin kind of way. I read a lot, and God bless everyone who does do reviews. Look, if you spend your money, you should get the exact knife you want. If you spend custom money, you should really get exactly what you want. That's what custom means. And I know the debates about tip up, tip down carry. Man, I know it. And if I have my druthers, I like a tip up carry. But I don't pass on a great knife because it's only tip down. One day I'm going to do, after I do all my other videos, I'm going to do a, if I only want to tip up carry, here are the Spydercos I could never have bought. Okay? So, let's just, but this is only tip down. So if you have that Jones about 1, a smaller knife, you don't want this. Okay? 2, it's only tip down, carry, left and right. Oh man, I really like that. I'm not happy with the regular Spyderco clip on this. I haven't worn it. I will tomorrow. So it will, right as we speak right now, I'm thinking about carrying this as my medium carry, but of course it could also make it into the knife that got away. Because I picked up a couple of other knives as well. Oh man, I love that blue. I love the carbon fiber. It's not grippy. It just feels luxurious and gives you a little bit. Remember, this isn't to chop down trees. It's a gentleman's folder. I think they could have done better with the clip. The thing about this clip is very solid, stainless steel clip. It's really wonderful. It doesn't move. It's just not fancy enough to me. Anyway, oh man, so far for the 30 minutes I've been playing with it, I'm so happy I bought it. I really like it. Anyway, this is the new Spyderco Vrango 2.5-inch blade, S30V steel. It's got this nice satin tie, blue iodized finish. Then it has this darker tie finish around. You see those darker spots? It has that backspace. It's just wonderful. Hides the stop pin. And then it continues out into a lanyard or a key ring hole. It is a liner lock. You know, this is one of these small ones. They didn't want to mess up the design. It doesn't have one of these cutouts where you easily get to the liner lock. But I'm not having problems even with my fat thumbs. So I really like that. Oh, it is smooth too. Right out of the box. Remember, you're looking at me playing with it almost for the first time. Okay, so that is the Vrango. I'm happy with it. I love gentleman folders, number one. So if you don't like gentleman folders, obviously you probably won't like this. Now let me give you some perspective, because I've talked about, you know, a sub 3-inch blade, 2.5. I've been playing with it. You can tell, even in my big hands, that it's a nice blade. Oh, I love that blade shape as well. But let's put it against some other Spydercos. Oh, yes, that small dragonfly. This happens to, to be a new one that I got in my mail call. It's the Sprint Run HAP 40 and the sandwich between the SUS 410. But I think this is good to show you. Can you see that? So this is a dragonfly. You know how small dragonfly is. It actually is smaller, but not by that much. Here, let's pick this up. See that blade has it smaller? Yeah. If you put it where there's usable blades, you can see that it is smaller. So the dragonfly is smaller. But let's look at yes. Yes. I'm sorry. It's like I've written some rules that whenever I open the Spyderco Techno, I have to talk about. Look, the Techno is full tie, heavier, and it has my wire clip. Come on, Spyderco. Come on. Anyway, let's look at the Vrango and the Techno. Yeah, it's about the same size. The blade is about the same size. It's a little bit that the handle is a little bit longer on the Techno. Oh, look at that Techno stock. This is not thin stock, but it's nothing like the Techno, of course. But yeah, it's about the size of a Techno, which I really like. Techno is a wonderful size, really, when you come to think about it. This is what it reminded me of. And I don't know if Spyderco has gotten some research that told them that a lot of people, or maybe they'd hit a different market, my kind of market, of course. You've seen a lot of my collection. I like all size knives. But, you know, it really is reminding me of the Firefly. This is one of the newer, towards the end of 2015, that Spyderco came out with. Collaboration. It's the collaboration with Peter Carey. The Firefly has a 2.7 inch blade, so it's a little bit bigger blade. But you know, look at the size though. The size, the blade's a little taller, but just everything feels about the same. Carey has wonderful smooth G10 with this carbon fiber bolster, real carbon fiber bolster. It is only VG10 steel. Look at it. It's about the same size. It really is. Of course, they took the time for a custom clip, but it feels that same size. You know, it really does. It feels like a really nice gentleman's folder, and looks like this is the kind of gentleman's folder that they're looking at. Now, I've seen the catalog. Oh, they're coming out with some big knives. But they also are coming out with some smaller ones. But look at that. They look like two pair. I could see using those two as medium carry for work knives. It's medium smallish, very nice knives. Now, when I talk about these knives, you know, you're starting to get a perspective. Look, I used to think the Delica was a small knife. But when you start putting the Delica compared to these knives, it's starting to look almost like an Endura compared to them. A lot bigger. So I hope that gives you some kind of size comparison for this. But man, right now, as of today, oh man, 45 minutes into it, I'm really loving this. 45 minutes into it, I'm starting to think, what am I going to carry as my big knife and my keychain knife along with this? Man. Anyway, I wanted to rush this on video so that when you woke up, you at least could get a good look at the brand new Spyderco Vrango, Vrango, full tie, S30V steel, carbon fiber inlay. Oh, nice carbon fiber inlay. Wonderful backspacer with that satin finish. Backspacer is full tie. It extends for a lanyard or a keychain knife. It is just a wonderful, oh man, really nice, folks. Liner lock with that Americanized tanto, that recurve blade. Ah, there you have it, folks. That is the new Spyderco Vrango. Comment, let me know what you think about it. Also tell me if that's the knife you thought I was going to get in my mail call. I got a couple of other knives and I'll share those on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. They'll hit Instagram first, but I'll do videos for this channel here on YouTube as well. Don't forget, thumb it up if you like these kind of mail call videos, because I'm planning on buying a lot of the new Spydercos coming out. I think it will be a super epic year for Spyderco. If this is any indication, it's on its way. I'm telling you. Thank you very much. Thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe so you're not caught off guard when I post videos. YouTube will say, hey, this crazy Keith Kevin Ken just posted a video overnight. Go check it out. Okay, you guys, I'm going to stop this video and start sending it up to YouTube so that hopefully it's up there by the morning. I appreciate you guys more than you could ever know. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.